Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, bum. We are doing MythoDoodles, and it's about Elder Scrolls. It's gonna be all the games, all the memes, and this bit has run out.
Don't ever do that again.
Alright. So I guess we should probably start this off with what our exposure to Elder Scrolls is.
Oblivion, and I was not ready for a game like Elder Scrolls when I was 15, because I just didn't get it. My dad and brother rented it. I tried it out for a little bit, and I was like, what is this? Because my brain was still wired for stuff like action games and shooters. I did not have the capacity to appreciate RPGs much, and also that level of openness and freedom of movement. I also was not ready for that because I did not know where to go. I'm like, wait, how am I supposed to? Where do I go? I'm lost.
Where do you go?
Oh God,
Wherever
I'm
you
getting attacked by wolves, and it's like, how does any of this work? Yeah, just 15-year-old me was not ready for Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, my first Elder Scrolls game was Oblivion. I got into it right before, a couple of years before Skyrim came out. I think I was 10 when I played Oblivion the first time, and that shit changed my life.
Oh yeah? How did it do that?
Because I had never played anything like that before, you know?
Just the sheer amount of options and shit you're able to do?
Yeah, I'm like, oh my god, this looks amazing. And then Skyrim came out, I'm like, oh my god, that looks so realistic.
The graphics are so realistic.
Well, no, it's like there will never be another time where the hype was so palpable.
Yep, I remember.
Literally, everyone every was 12, 13 when it came out.
Skyrim. The only other games I can think of that had launches that were as much of an event as Skyrim would be Halo 3 and Wrath of the Lich King.
Oh, for sure.
Oh my god, it's literally every guy in my age group, we were all talking about it. We were all huddled together when the trailer came out. We were all huddled together watching it, and we were all just oh my god. Yep. It was the craziest shit. Mm-hmm. And it's there was no better time to be alive. Or at least to be a kid, because it's just and it's before that sort of cynicism we have now towards games. It's there's still this air of excitement, and God, it was so great.
I mean, I did not get swept up in the hype train for Halo 3, but I remember how inescapable all that marketing campaign was. I mean, they had a limited edition Mountain Dew flavor for it, and Nebel you were definitely there on the ground floor when Wrath of the Lich King was dropping.
Oh yes. I was absolutely there for it. I was waiting forever for the Scourge to become relevant to the story in Warcraft again, because like when Burning Crusade came out, it was like, oh, Illidan, okay, I guess he's not dead. Shrug. But Wrath of the Lich King coming out was like what every Warcraft fan was waiting for. We were all waiting for something to do with Northrend, and we didn't necessarily think we'd be fighting the Lich King, but having it come out was like, it was awesome.
And I mean,
it was also the only time I learned how. It was about the time I also started learning how to actually raid properly in WoW.
Yeah, and like with like Halo 3, it's like some of the greatest ads I've seen for any video game, and just like how you just could not escape it. Even though like between me and my brother was more hyped up for it, but and I remember just how epic some of those trailers were, especially the finish the fight one. Like, yeah. Skyrim is about the only other game I can think of that has matched either one of those, just for sheer hype, because like everyone was talking about it and you just could not get away from it. It was everywhere.
For sure. So I guess that's Dylan's exposure.
So I'm enjoying Azura having her PewDiePie bridge moment.
Oh no.
Which, okay, so we should probably explain this. There's a series of comics known as Gamer Girl Azura. The gimmick is exactly what it sounds like.
You have surely, if you're into Elder Scrolls at all, it has surely popped up in your recommended on shorts before.
Yeah, or you've seen like you have either seen those comics or you have seen videos of someone doing reads of them. I have personally sent Dylan at least several of those videos.
Yes.
And the gimmick is that she's just this dumb, quirky gamer girl.
My exposure to Elder Scrolls, I did play Oblivion first. I got that Game of the Year collection that had like Oblivion and Fallout 3 on it. I ended up mostly playing Fallout 3, but I did like dip into Oblivion every now and again. Weirdly, my sister really got into Oblivion for a bit. When it came out, oh, not when it came out, this was way after it came out. When they had it on like discount for Xbox. And then I played Skyrim later, and after that, and then a lot later, I started getting into Morrowind. I finished Oblivion, I haven't finished Skyrim, and I am nowhere near done with Morrowind yet. And I also like going pretty deep on all the like weird lore shit with do you see it?
I see what Dylan did.
Oh, I just saw what you text me.
Okay, why is Dagoth there making the pogger face?
Why not? Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come. Come and look upon the cum and the cooler cum. And bring cum guard, I have need of it. Yeah, I fucking love Dagoth.
Everybody does.
Every Dagoth. He's
Oh my god!
fucking awesome.
Did you see the one where he was like talking to a Khajiit?
Oh, yeah, I think,
Oh my-
yep. How many times have you listened to the Dagoth Wave song?
Tons of times.
Let's get started.
Come, Nerevar,
Come and look upon the heart.
come with me to fire and war.
Oh,
Look upon the heart, the
Like-
heart.
it is not too late for my mercy.
And it's auto-tuned.
It's amazing. But yeah, Dagoth. Well, I mean, Dagoth as a villain is pretty cool because it's kind of hard to really explain what exactly he is.
I think, yeah.
Because like,
Yeah. How about you get your theory out?
I mean, the easy description of what Dagoth is that he's a false god. But then there's the conversation of what exactly does that mean in Elder Scrolls?
Because
Like how?
because
what
then you
makes?
gotta bring in shit like Kim. Or is it Chim? I don't forget how it's pronounced.
It's Kim. I've always heard it Kim. I've never heard anybody pronounce it Chim. But yeah. There's trying to discuss what the hell Dagoth even is, and it's like, well, he's a false god. It's like, okay, what does that mean? And then you do get into the idea of like Kim and
The metaphysics
the
of Elder Scrolls.
yeah, and the concept of like anti-Kim, which is kind of the opposite. I guess not exactly the opposite, but it's like it's where Kim is like obtaining the sort of awareness to know that you're in a greater inside a dream world. The anti-Kim that Dagoth has is kind of like you come to the point that you believe that you are the dreamer, and this does afford you some kind of power. And of course, he gets a lot of that power from the Heart of Lorkhan. And it's really kind of crazy just how deep into the really crazy shit Morrowind gets, especially considering what Daggerfall and Arena were like before it.
Also, Michael Kirkbride may or may not have been tripping balls for a month on psychedelics
yeah.
in his apartment for that.
For a while, I thought that was kind of I kind of took that as gospel for a bit, but now apparently there's some doubt about whether he really was. But honestly, like, I could hardly blame anybody for thinking he's just tripping balls on mushrooms.
Yeah, sealed. The whole story is that Michael Kirkbride sealed himself in his apartment for a month, reading esoteric religious texts while tripping on psychedelics.
There we go.
Neville, have you seen my gamer girl?
Hang on a minute. Oh, yep, there she is.
I am amazed that this isn't already a comic.
You, Enwa.
You're acting like a fucking Enwa. Like, how is that not already? I mean, like, I've seen some of those comics. They get pretty racy. How does this one not exist already?
We're ahead of the curve.
See, without the the laser eye highlights, it just looks like handsome Squidward.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm Kimming, Nerevar.
Oh, it also doesn't help that the more esoteric bits of the Elder Scrolls lore is kept vague on purpose.
Oh, absolutely. It's another kind of thing that's sort of cool about it. Like, you kind of know that it's a cope, but you're okay with the cope because it does genuinely make things kind of cooler.
I mean, yeah, it's also kind of one of those things where it's any theory you come up with is going to be infinitely more interesting than anything the writers could.
Yeah, I'd say so. And just kind of let it play out like that because you don't want it to. You don't want to wreck the mystery or wreck the fun of it.
Yeah.
Which is, incidentally, something that there was. I think I remember there being news coming out about what some intimations on what Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be like.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a comment from somebody on the dev team that was kind of disheartening. Yeah. Something like Todd Howard prefers like traditional fantasy and it won't feature any of the weirdness of something like Morrowind. I'm like, given the heightened interest in Morrowind lately, that feels like a real missed opportunity.
I mean, considering what the last two entries have been like, I mean, I kind of believe that.
For sure, and that's like, and yet that's fine, and I get that. Like, let's be real, Skyrim has been kind of one of the biggest entries in the franchise thus far, and it probably has like if you just boil it down to its bare essentials, it's the most basic ass fantasy setup ever.
It is, yeah. It was. Indigo Gaming actually had a retrospective on the history of Elder Scrolls, and when he got to Skyrim, I'm probably not quoting him word for word, but what he kind of put down was that the game was basically designed to be a hit. Like it basically had all the rough edges and weirdness just kind of sanded out to make it more palatable for a general audience.
Yeah, which, on some level I get, but on the other hand, it's like, it feels like, as you described, it's sort of, along with sanding out the rough edges, it kind of, I mean, some of the weirdness of Elder Scrolls kind of stays in there, but you kind of have to look for it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like, there's that whole thing with the black books.
Yeah.
And
there's the black books, and there's all the weird shit with the Forsworn.
And oh yeah, there was also that. Crap, what was it? It's that quest where you're basically reenacting The Hangover.
Oh, it's Sanguine?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a bit more like funny. It's more comedy, kind of on the level of what you would do with like Shia Gorath in some of the other games. It's not really like the weirdness of Elder Scrolls in that, like, yeah, it's not the weirdness in the sense of like how absolutely esoteric and batshit the lore gets.
Mm-hmm.
It's more just kind of comedy, which isn't bad. It's just like, yeah, it's cool. I like that. Can I have my esoteric weird shit in there too?
Mm-hmm. Problem is that Skyrim is the most successful entry in the series, and
which means they're probably going to emulate Skyrim's characters.
Oh, we have a Forester.
No, you don't. I'm just saying hi.
oh,
Okay, bye. Bye.
yeah,
Are you all live right now recording?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's about Elder Scrolls.
Okay, I don't know anything about that anyways, so I was just saying
Oh,
hi and
shit.
bye.
Okay.
All right. See ya.
Nice. Alright. What? Yeah, that's the but yeah, like I said, like with Elders. Yeah, yeah, with Skyrim being the most successful entry so far, it's like they've got, like when you're selling a bajillion copies, like,
And reselling them over and over.
yeah, it's like, what incentive do you have to do something different when you've got a formula that's already stupid successful?
Yeah. That is a little frustrating to me. It's not as if, like... And the thing is, it's not as if Morrowind and Oblivion weren't successful.
It's just that Skyrim was way more successful.
Yeah. Were they hits? Sure. Were they fucking gargantuan smash hits like Skyrim is? I mean, hardly anything is.
I mean, like, let me look up. I'm just gonna pull up some sales figures just for comparison. Alright, let's have a look. How much did Morrowind sell? Okay, first 2 months, 95,000 units. Into September, 200,000. By 2002, it had approximately 4 million copies. By the time Elder Scrolls of... Oh, wait, no. Wait, 2002 was when it launched. But yeah, it sold 4 million copies by the time Oblivion launched. There's like, what, there was... I think Oblivion came out, like, what, in 2004, 2005?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah. 4 million in 2 or 3 years, that's not bad. I need a vanilla Oblivion, not remastered. This is gonna be hard because everyone's talking more about the remaster selling more in 2 weeks than the original sold in its first 15 months. It's got about 4 million copies. But I want the original. Okay. Vanilla. Let's see, vanilla Oblivion. Okay, initial success, 1.7 million copies for PC and Xbox. Again, that is not bad.
No, it's not bad at all.
Now here's
It's
Skyrim.
just not gargantuan.
Skyrim has sold over 60 million copies, making it the 7th best-selling game of all time.
Yeah. God knows they're going to keep trying to replicate that over and over.
Mm-hmm.
Can we just appreciate for a moment the sheer amount of restraint that the Elder Scrolls series had expressed in only making dragons a focal point in its 5th installment?
Well, that's because the tech wasn't there for the longest time.
While it's true, it didn't really stop anybody else from trying to do it.
You know, said the only other time there was a dragon in Elder Scrolls was the fucking Redguard game.
Well, and then there's the end of Oblivion.
Does that really count,
But-
though?
There's a dragon in it.
Yeah, but yeah, like,
It's just Martin Septim turning into one.
here's the thing, like, but actually being able to fight a dragon, like, that had been something they'd wanted to do for, like, ever. But the tech was never there to make it work until Skyrim.
Or at least make it work the way they wanted it to.
Yeah. Yeah, because... Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it wasn't... And it wasn't, like, until Skyrim they actually got it to fit their vision. And let's be honest, a game where you fight dragons, that is an easy sell.
It is.
Like, who is
Yeah.
not going to get sucked into that?
Me, who
I'm
wants to
drawing
be-
a drawing a. I am drawing a proud Nord with his just never asks about the race of his wife.
God, you know what? This is something that like I kind of only really appreciated when I started looking into deep lore shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I know that like the presentation of what the Nords are like in Skyrim is that a lot of them are like racist against a lot of the people that come in. But when you really look at them and compare them to the way like the Dunmer are in Morrowind and the way the Altmer are in basically everything, especially when you talk about the ones that are on Somerset Isle, the Nords they're just casual racists in a world of competitive racists.
Oh my. Okay.
Actually, I think the Imperials and Bretons are even more tolerant.
The Imperials are insanely tolerant.
Okay. Here's a hot take. The Stormcloaks are pretty damn tolerant because you can walk in as an Argonian and fucking join them.
I mean,
That was a.
I'm trying to remember if you.
That was kind of a failure on Skyrim's part across the board. Like.
Yeah, it kind of muddied what the vision was. It felt like it kind of muddied what the vision was supposed to be with them, and kind of made it unclear, like
they
what
wanted
exactly the Stormcloaks were about.
It's because the game wants to drive home the point that the player is the special.
That's true, but it's also like it makes it feel like they couldn't really commit to that vision.
Well,
And mind you, it's like, again, it does make them seem like comparatively very tolerant.
Yeah.
And although, to be fair, you're, again, in the lore of the Elder Scrolls, you're comparing them to the Dunmer, who actually enslaved beastmen races and were like outwardly prejudiced against basically everybody, and even then they weren't the worst.
Mm-hmm.
You have like the fucking Altmer who have turned eugenics into an entire society. Fuck that. Eugenics isn't just their society. Eugenics is their religion. Like, again, Nords are casual racists in a world of competitive racists.
Here you go.
What does it say that the other two human races are even less racist?
It's really incredible considering that both of them have been enslaved by one of the other three.
Yeah,
they've been enslaved by like Mer races, so the fact that they're just like cool with them joining their empire is like, and not just and mind you, he's like, yeah, okay, they might be they might be conquered and they're part of the empire, and maybe some people are a little bit mean to them, but that's like, you gotta remember, you need to compare that to people whose mission is to exterminate the other races.
Yeah,
like fuck the fucking, and with the Altmer it gets even crazier when you consider the fucking, oh god, who are the guys I always kill on sight in Skyrim? The Thalmor.
Yeah.
When you consider like the Thalmor's interpretation of like, okay, do you guys know about the concepts of like Anuic versus Patamaic worldviews in Elder Scrolls?
Kind of vaguely.
Okay, Dylan, do you know what Anuic and Patamaic mean?
Vaguely.
Okay, just tell me what you think it is, and I'll elaborate.
Yeah, if I remember, like, Padme and Anue are either gods or anthropomorphic personifications of order and chaos.
Sort of. Okay, so Anu and Padme are they are sort of embodiments of, well, they're kind of names for concepts and forces in the Elder Scrolls universe. And Anu is kind of like consistency and, how do I put it?
So, order.
It's not, kinda? The best way to understand is that Anu can be understood as like expansion, and Padme can be understood as like limitation. So, and out of these kind of comes the worldview of how you view the nature of the creation of Nirn, or Mundus, based on whether you're Anuic or Padmaic. An Anuic individual they cast Lorcan as the villain. That Lorcan tricked the other Aedra into creating the world. It was a trick, and he got them to... He basically destroyed heaven. He destroyed the gods. He's basically like a devil figure. And somebody with an Anuic perspective believes that the world as it is a prison, and the thing that you have to do is find a way to transcend it, escape it, and...
It's like Gnosticism.
Sorta, yeah. And it's like a return to Aetherius, to the sort of eternal, limitless, sort of a new state.
You said Anuic individuals cast Lorcan as the villain, right?
Yeah.
So Lorcan,
absolutely.
For them, Lorcan is the demiurge.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's exactly what Lorcan is. They see Lorcan as the demiurge that tricked the gods into taking physical form and giving up all this power to create a world that he would be king in. And the thing to do is, it's a lament of the world of limitation, and that they lost everything, and their worldview involves trying to reclaim it.
It is Gnosticism, because
Pretty much.
I mean, like...
It pretty much is.
I mean, everything we do know about the Gnostics comes secondhand, but what we do know is that they seem to have this kooky belief that the material world was like an illusion, and the meaning of life was finding a way to transcend that. And that I don't know if godhood was on their mind, but they just saw everything related to life and humanity as just something that was a limitation or a prison or something that was preventing you from achieving even your full potential, and to transcend that was the ultimate good.
Yeah. So basically, that kind of thing is what an Anuic viewpoint is.
It's about transcendence.
And Anuic beliefs are largely held by Myr, mostly the Altmer. Although it kind of gets muddled when you get to the Bosmer. And weirdly enough, the Dunmer kind of reject it entirely. But they do it in kind of a different... They're Padmaic, but they're kind of Padmaic in a weird way. Whereas of the races of men, it's the Red Guards that are the most Anuic out of any of them.
Which kind of makes sense, considering that they are vaguely Middle Eastern.
And then you get the other side of that coin is the Padmaic belief. The Padmaic belief, and the belief of like limitations, is basically they hold that, well, they'll usually refer to Lorcan as Shor. And Shor is kind of more the good creator god, and that life and having a life in the universe is generally a good thing. You should live it as best as you can.
It's like a traditional Abrahamic religion.
Sort of. It's kind of closer to that worldview than Padmaic is. basically the idea that the world is basically good, even with whatever flaws it may have. And often focuses a lot on self-improvement. So, obviously, the Nords are the most archetypally Patamaic group. But the Dunmer kind of also fall into that, in the sense that the Dunmer primarily revere the Daedra, like the good Daedra, but they also kind of reject the sort of Altmeric notion that they basically like make fun of the Altmer for crying about reality. And it's like, oh, boo fucking who? You have to live a life and actually work. Oh, baby gonna fucking cry? That's kind of how the Dunmer see the Altmer.
So Patamaics are more materialistic and Anuics are more spirit. I wouldn't say that's probably not a good way. They're
focused
I don't want to say
transcendence.
Yeah, they are focused on transcending the physical, on transcending the material world, whereas Patamaics are more concerned with living within it. Like
whether it's to improve yourself and transcend through the material world like the Dunmer do, or living the best life, doing the best that you can in it, like most of the races of men do.
With probably the promise that you get rewarded in the afterlife, I presume.
Mm-hmm.
Neville.
Oh my lord, what did you do?
What? I have to ask, why is she a Bosmer?
I just chose one.
Listen. This Nord here, he's probably gonna be on a carnivore diet, and nobody knows better how to do a carnivore diet than the Bosmer do. All right.
Okay, we gotta bring that up because like the Bosmer are like one of the sickest interpretations of wood elves.
Oh yeah.
Because like, when you think,
do you guys know?
When you think stereotypical wood elf, what comes to mind?
Oh, some vegan hippie fuck in the middle of the woods jerking himself off and how much he loves nature and shit.
Okay, so that's D&D. Warhammer, still that, but they will shoot trespassers.
But also psychotic.
Yeah. And that's like if wood elves in Warhammer let you live, that's because they're feeling nice.
Very nice.
Wood elves and Elder Scrolls.
Do we know about the Green Pact?
Dylan probably does.
Dylan, you know about the Green Pact?
I think so.
Okay.
All right.
What do you?
You tell me what you think it is.
What's the Green Pact, Dylan?
Oh, the Green Pact. Ah, shit. My memory's really blank. If you asked me like 10 years ago,
just best you
fine.
can.
I will gladly.
Best you can do.
I will gladly refresh.
What's the best?
Okay, please refresh me.
So, in order to live in Valenwood, the Bosmer essentially made what was called the Green Pact. I can't remember with whom they made it.
I'll look it up.
But essentially, the terms of the Green Pact for the Bosmer to follow is that they were to protect the forest and not harm any part of the forest, namely the plants. They can't make tools out of plants. They can't eat plants. They can't use plants for fuel or building materials. None of that. Trees, the plants, the grass, the flowers, all off limits for the Bosmer. Can't touch them. Guess what they can eat and make tools out of?
What?
Everything else.
Mostly animals.
Mostly animals. You know what their hard materials are made of?
Bone.
Bones. Most of their stretchy materials or their more flexible stuff
Muscle tendon.
Yep. And guess what their diet is consisted virtually entirely of?
Me.
Meat. They eat nothing but meat. And once in a while, sometimes you don't have a whole lot of meat on hand, not a lot of deer around. There might not be any, no rabbits, no deer, no birds, no game, so, gotta eat what's available, right? Yep. Bosmer have been infamous for occasionally being, cannibalistic, a term that's a little bit iffy in a world where you have people of different species, but nonetheless, it doesn't matter if they talk, they might eat it.
Well, I mean, cannibalism
of course, they deny doing it these days.
Cannibalism implies they eat each other.
They very well might.
By the way, the Daedra they made the Green Pact with was Ifri.
Ifri. I think, isn't Ifri an Aedra?
Sounds more... I don't know, this sounds more like a Daedra.
Because he's not one of the Daedric princes. I know that for sure.
Maybe I'm wrong. But I don't know. Something like this sounds like Daedra.
He's the Lord of Stories, if I remember right.
Okay, Ifri... Blada 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 blada.
Like the God of Stories.
I am trying to find out, is he Daedra or Aedra? Elder Scrolls Wiki is completely useless on that. Just says part of the Aldemeria Pantheon, Khajiit Pantheon.
Almeri Pantheon, so closer to the Daedra then. Because Altmeri do not worship the Daedra. Or at least officially they don't. They're not supposed to. They revere the Aedra because they believe that they are the descendants of the Aedra. So Ifri would at least have Aedric lineage. Because all the Altmer... Well, all the Altmer all claim Aedric lineage.
Mm-hmm. And Dunmer are kind of the exception because they worship... Because they originally started worshipping Azura, who is a Daedra.
Well... They worship Azura, Boethia, and Mephala as kind of like a sort of a trinity of good Daedra because of
they're the only ones who won't try to trick you or abuse you.
Not quite. Boethia and Mephala are explicitly Daedra of plots and trickery. The reason that those three are the good Daedra to the Dunmer has partially to do with basically the conflict between the Chimer, who are kind of the ancestors of the Dunmer, and the rest of the Altmer in a myth that involves Trinimac and Malakath? Oh god, who's the fucking orc god?
Okay, I'll look it up.
Well, he was originally Trinimac, and he fought against Boethia, and Boethia kind of did the smackdown talk where he's like, you guys are boohoo whining and crying about losing reality when you can just get good and improve yourselves here.
It is Malakath.
It is Malakath, I got that right, cool. Okay. But yeah, that Trinimac took offense to this, fought Boethia, and then Boethia ate Trinimac, and then, according to the myth, shat him out as Malakath.
And his worshippers were subsequently cursed to become the Osmer or Simmer.
The orcs. So that's where the orcs are literally shit. Make of that what you will in Elder Scrolls.
I mean, Warhammer, they're mushrooms.
That's true. God, Warcraft is like one of the only ones where they're just people.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because in Lord of the Rings, they're corrupted elves.
If even that.
Here, I'm drawing an Omez Khajiit. You know, the humanoid ones.
Uh-huh. Oh god, the number of Khajiit races. It is so insane because the kind of Khajiit that can be born is completely dependent on moon phases.
On the phase of the moon.
And
Yep.
there's so many moon phases.
Given that there's 2 of them, or 2 moons.
Yeah.
Lore accurate Khajiit.
Oh.
Could you imagine, like,
By
like
the
they
way-
still talk like, just your what you think a Khajiit would talk like?
But that they mostly talk like Mike the Liar, speaking in third person and the way that strange accent.
Oh, Khajiit wants to suck you.
Khajiit has wares if you have coin.
Why does everybody treat me like a thief? Literally every Khajiit you meet.
Like they're either a thief.
Thief, works for thieves, thief.
If they're not a thief, they're a fence for a thief, or they're selling stolen goods.
Or they're a bodyguard for a thief. Zane is like, God, you're not helping.
Yeah.
You are not helping. There we go. I think I'm gonna get off of this one. You know that.
Oh yeah.
Here's your little fun trivia. I guess you guys might know this already.
I mean,
Look
who
over
doesn't
that.
at this point?
Oh yeah. Parthenax in Skyrim. Charles Martinet.
Woohoo!
Mario.
Yeah.
Bing bing.
It's a me, Parthenax. Hello.
I wonder if there's a mod that like replaces like.
I don't think there is, but unless someone either
I'm
threw it,
sure there has to be.
unless someone either threw the lines through an AI filter or someone did a damn good impression of it.
I mean, they wouldn't have to do that. They could just like replace the sounds he makes with Mario sound.
Or that. Let's find out.
There should at least be a mod where he has a Mario hat. Like,
Mamma, Alduin's returning. Mamma mia. Oh no.
Well, there are Mario mods in Skyrim, but not what we're probably thinking of.
That's a shame. It'd be
It's they just literally load in armor to make you look like Mario.
That's kind of disappointing. I would love a fucking Parthenax Mario voice.
Let me change it around and see if I can find something. Nope. Oh, or is it? No, I don't think this is a mod. I think this is just an edit. Speaking of edits, oh my lord. Okay, please tell me you guys have seen this video.
hey, shit, would you? Alright, let me check.
Please tell me you guys have seen this
Yeah,
video.
yes, I have.
Yeah, the one where somebody edits Tony Soprano into solitude, and it's just like he's right at home.
Do you get to the cloud district often? What am I saying? Of course you don't.
That's Whitefall, and this is Solitude.
Whiterun.
No, Tone. Oh yeah, Whiterun. But yeah, this one. There is
Tony
probably one.
Soprano is Solitude. Yeah.
Yep. Though there is probably one that edits Tony into Whiterun, and he probably punches.
Just have them spawn in to beat the shit out of Nazim.
Of course he. That's what he would. Oh god, he probably does. Let me see if I can find that. That has to be. That just sounds like a thing they would make Tony do because everyone hates Nazim.
I just had a funny idea. We haven't even begun to see the adoring fans' true power.
Since I've been on that kick for a bit, I'm gonna.
I absolutely love the guy who makes these Sopranos Skyrim and Rim edits. They are just so fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so someone did make an edit with Tony and Whiterun, but no, he just runs away from Nazim.
What? Ooh.
Okay, okay, why don't you draw Tony just going full, just completely whacking Nazim, because that's what we wanted to do. Just do that.
Maybe after this one.
Yes.
I'm writing on something I was talking about earlier.
Okay, so alright, so before I derailed it, what were you saying?
Oh shit.
I mean,
But me or Neville?
You were writing on. You said you were writing on something.
Oh no, I'm drawing something based on something I was talking about earlier.
What was it? 'Cause I think I might have forgotten.
Competitive versus casual racing.
Oh yeah. Oh. Also, it looks like Dylan took your advice about exaggerating to the limit.
Oh, where?
I've got
See?
the adoring fan showing a fifth of his power.
Holy. Bayezura, it's the grand champion.
Have you seen you guys have seen the video where someone leads the adoring fan to that mountaintop and then tosses him off of it, right?
Well, everyone has.
Like, that was probably that had to have been one of the first Elder Scrolls videos to go viral. Just because everybody hated him so much.
I think it's like it just circled back around to people liking him because they find him hilarious.
Really? Actually, yeah, that would actually happen. Like, that would happen, yeah. Although nobody finds Nazim hilarious. Everyone.
No, nobody likes him.
Yeah.
Though to be fair, I don't think you're supposed to like him.
Here, I basically drew him as Gon.
Okay, I did not get that far in Hunter x Hunter. When did shit like that happen?
The Chimera Ant arc. You just have to see it for yourself. I'm not gonna spoil anything.
Alright, so so in your playthroughs, fellas, did you go Stormcloak or Imperial?
I think I've tried both at least once.
Alright, your preference.
To me, the storyline makes the most sense of the cloaks win, but doesn't mean it doesn't have issues.
Alright.
Because it seems like
Makes
after
sense.
well, here's the thing. After the death of the after the end of the Septim Dynasty, it's like why we're basically watching the Empire fall apart. So why wouldn't the Nords decide that Skyrim should be its own independent nation?
Okay.
Especially considering that through their ancient history, it was independent. Like unlike the other. I mean, yeah, the Red Guard had a homeland until it sank into the ocean, and they were just given Hammerfell. Well, High Rock, I don't think, like, the Bretons have always kind of, they're like Canada, they've just always been loyal.
Well, you find a hill, become a king over there.
Yeah.
It's lots of, like, little... Well, after they broke free of being subjugated by Myr, probably Altmer.
Mm-hmm.
After being free of that, they all just became a bunch of different independent kingdoms. But that they're all kind of loosely aligned with each other.
Then I take that back. They probably actually... I mean, there's actually no reason to think that none of the other provinces won't go independent now that the Empire's basically lost any power it had.
I do feel like they kind of lost well, I guess I can agree that they lost a lot of currency and political influence with a combination of the death of the Septons and in having to make those concessions to the Altmeri Dominion.
Mm-hmm.
Both of those things, like, definitely did a blow to them.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, like, after the Oblivion Crisis, like, only Somerset Isle was one of the few that was actually in a position to actually assert itself. Oh, just because they had closed off so much.
For sure.
Like, while the other races were getting while the other provinces were getting ravaged by Adra, they basically dug in and went on the defense. So even though they took casualties of their own, they came out in the best position.
They also kind of took credit for ending the Oblivion Crisis.
Yeah. Also true.
And that's kind of how they got their political currency with the Khajiit and the Bosmer. Or at least with Valenwood and elsewhere.
And unfortunately,
there you go.
The guy to take over the Emperor's throne after the Septons was put in the worst possible position.
Yeah, the Mede dynasty just didn't have a lot to go off of. It's not as if they had the mystic connection of the mystic connection to Akatosh or the Amulet of Kings.
And not only that, like, out of all the provinces, Cyrodiil was probably the worst off.
Yeah, for sure, because they were, like, at the center of a lot of the fighting.
So it's just that, yeah, the Ultima were able to kind of throw their weight around just because Cyrodiil was in such bad shape compared to the rest of... Fuck, what was the name of the continent?
Tamriel?
Yes, that was it. Just because Cyrodiil was worse off than the rest of Tamriel.
I just had the funniest idea.
Oh.
You'll see.
Yeah, I mean... So that's kind of why I think within the context of the game's narrative, a Stormcloak victory makes the most sense for Skyrim's plot. Because the Nords want Skyrim to be an independent nation again.
Make Skyrim great again. Let's go.
Unfortunately, they don't know that they're being played for saps against the Empire by the Altmer.
Especially the Thalmor. Speaking of which, have you had a gander at what I drew over here?
Oh, I do. I hate you all so much. My religion My religion involves destroying reality. Okay, this is getting cut off a little bit. I should probably shrink. Make the window down. There we go.
I mean, that's kind of what the Thalmor interpretation of sort of the Anuic worldview is. And that's kind of part of the whole, like, Towers plan theory with them, if you guys know about that.
Yeah, so... Like, if they're gonna
Or
do
the
anything...
pillars.
If
The
they're gonna
pillars
do
of the towers, yeah.
If they're gonna do anything with 6, they're definitely gonna have to make... They're definitely gonna have to make good on the fact that the Altmer are getting stronger across Tamriel.
For sure. And I think the question of, like, what's been happening to each of the pillars, I feel like at this point it needs to be addressed.
Are we talking?
Like,
are we talking like full Legacy of Kain, where reality is gonna start coming apart?
that would be some weirdness I would welcome, yes.
Okay. Can anyone guess what I've done?
Oh god.
Oh, Sheogorath is a cheese wheel.
I've turned myself into cheese.
For everyone.
Okay. Now that you got your little casual competitive racism bit out, please draw Tony Soprano whacking Nazim.
Alright. Let me find some space. You know, we haven't done much on the top here. Come Nerva, come look upon the heart, upon the heart. But yeah, I do want to, I'm thinking maybe if I, like, start streaming, I would definitely make Morrowind one of the things I play through.
Oh, I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
I mean, Morrowind is not the worst game to start with.
I mean, Morrowind is just such a weird game. I love the shit out of it.
It is. It is. I think I remember Mutual on Twitter, Kursova, saying something to the effect of it having a lot of Jack Vance inspired weirdness.
Oh yeah.
Okay, did you actually understand that enough to know what I was talking about?
Not really, but I understood weird.
Because so Jack Vance is this old school American fantasy and science fiction author. Yeah, I think he's from like the pulps.
So kind of in the same tradition as something like Elric of Melniboné.
Yeah, but his stuff frequently got very strange. But like I think I remember
Like
reading
strange as in like esoteric.
Yeah, you could say that. I mean, he's also one of his novels. I think what was it, 3 Lions? Something. Let me look it up.
Oh wait, I think I know what you're talking about. That's the one. Is that the one that D&D's magic system's kind of based on?
Hold up, I'm trying. I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, his idea of magic was influential on D&D. But the lion thing, I'm trying to find the name of that book. Let's see. Oh, shit. Come on. Blah, blah, blah. Come on. What was the name of that? Oh, 3 hearts and 3 lions. Oh, no, wait, that's not Jack Vance, that's Paul Anderson. I had it wrong. It wasn't Jack Vance, but yeah, that one. You were right, though. He did, like, his writing was influential in D&D, but yeah, 3 lions and 3 hearts, which is not Jack Vance, it's Paul Anderson. That was basically the inspiration for the paladin class.
Okay.
But as far as its Jack Vance's influence on Elder Scrolls, specifically Morrowind, I think the one that I think gets most cited is the Great Prince.
As in the character? Oh, is that the name of the book?
Yeah, the Great Prince.
Well, that's interesting. Because there's a character in Oblivion named the Great Prince.
Mm-hmm.
Is that related at all, or?
Honestly, I think that might be intentional. Yeah, the connection might actually be intentional there. Like Vance is kind of known for pioneering what's known as utility belt magic. Basically, as long as you have the ingredients for a spell together, it's like you can pretty much cast anything.
Okay, so yeah, that is kind of a way that some cultures have understood how magic works. Like they're definitely something like alchemy might work.
Mm-hmm. In fact, that's kind of also in Morrowind's magic system a little bit. Like you just, especially with how you can customize spells.
Yeah, for sure. God, that's something I really miss. I miss spellcrafting.
Yeah, like you can literally make any spell just by combining different effects together.
But I guess that wasn't big with the general audience, was it, Todd?
No, if I remember correctly, he said like Oblivion was meant to bring a more grounded medieval feel back to the series, and like.
I mean, you still had spellcrafting.
But yeah, well, still, there were a lot of edges from Morrowind that got handed off in Oblivion, and even more by the time we get to Skyrim.
Oh yeah.
But about the thing that sort of keeps it working is just for the fact that Skyrim still gives you such a wide sandbox to play in and allows you to go off the beaten path so much. You almost... like, you don't notice those are even missing unless you're actually looking for it.
For sure. There we go. Alright, there we go. Have a look-see.
And that's exactly what Tony should be doing in those edits.
Did you get to the...
Fuck off. There's another one of those edits where him and Johnny Sack get chased by a dragon.
Oh my god.
And another one where Ollie ends up in the dream with Sheogorath and that what's his name? The insane emperor.
With Pelagius?
Yeah, Pelagius. And of course Polly thinks, what the fuck's this black magic crap? Oh yeah, Serana. The only good companion in that whole game.
For introducing the companion mechanic in Skyrim, a lot of them are just...
There.
There are a lot of them are just nothing burgers.
They're just there.
Like, they're almost non-entities.
Yeah, like none of them, like almost none of them have personalities. They're just there to be pack mules.
And the times they do have personality is only in the, like, quests leading up to them. I mean, I guess it goes to show that, like, when you make that a game can do something really well if it just makes one thing its focus.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the early days, way back when, in ancient times, before BioWare shat the bed, Dragon Age was kind of the sort of fantasy game where your companions were kind of the big draw. Like, interacting with your party was kind of the big appeal.
Well, not just that, like Baldur's Gate, KOTOR, Mass Effect.
Yeah. For sure. And there's all these other games that make the interaction with the party kind of the main focus. Whereas Elder Scrolls' main appeal is sort of the sandbox and being able to just wander around and do whatever the hell you want.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of makes companions almost extraneous.
Pretty much.
And what effort they put into them isn't just a whole... It's just not a whole lot.
Here you go.
Jesus Christ.
The worst rejection I've ever experienced.
To be fair, she is undead.
I'm never not. I am unreasonably proud of my Dagoth Earther.
You should be.
Pogger. I'm killing Nerevar.
I have to wonder how much of the fact that Serana is actually a cool character is down to the fact that you got a VA like Laura Bailey doing her voice.
Oh, I can tell you why they got her. Because she was already Rain. They're like...
Like that's that's actually true.
Well, I'm willing to bet money on it. Okay, it's like who are we gonna get for our attractive vampire character? Oh shit, we have a voice actress that's known for that.
I guess. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but it's not like they were starved for talented voice actresses with name recognition.
Okay, but isn't it a cool idea just to think that, like come on, dude.
I mean, I can't argue against it just because there isn't anything to disprove it. Then again, the whole Dawnguard DLC actually probably has one of the best plots in the entire game.
Oh yeah. You like me? Lol, gay.
I'm going to erase this sun.
Except you can't actually do that because it was made up by a snow elf who got turned into a vampire.
Oh my god, the fucking farmer. You know, given that we talked a little bit about the competitive racism, I think we need to bring up the MLG.
Oh.
The Starborn Knight himself.
Yes!
Pelin all white straight.
The man from the future who did literally nothing wrong.
I just hate elves so fucking much.
Okay, how about
What if I?
the fact that this guy was like a walking nuke for anything with pointed ears?
This is fucking awesome.
Like Guts' 100
Like,
man.
if you tell people that, like, out of context, without any lead in to what the Elder Scrolls is or what any of the lore is, people go like, wow, this sounds like the fucking villain. No, actually, he kinda has a point.
I mean, fuck, Guts' 100 man slaughter has nothing on Pelennor. I don't. Consider this. In Gotrek.
Dude has wiped out entire nations by himself.
I mean, but the only character in fiction who can probably match him is Gotrek for the time he got trapped in the realm of chaos, and that's just because he was killing demons over and over until they ran away from him out of fear.
Oh my god.
But Pelennor Whitestrake reduced entire elven populations to literal nothing, as in erased them from reality.
Fucking. It's like some of the stuff in the songs of Pelennor is great. Is like, these are the they're southern chiefs. These are their southern chiefs, no longer full of their talking, and throws their fucking severed heads on the ground.
Or another one where he just literally tears out an elf's neck tendons with his teeth.
Where's the part where he just screams Reeman's name for no reason?
Or how he says he sees Lorcan watching him. Oh, by the way, he hates
needs a streamer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's some fucking poetry there, but it's like he also hates gods. Did we mention that part? Like,
you know what? Given that he's basically a Shezarene, that actually tracks.
Okay, for people who don't know what that is.
Okay, Shezarene is basically an incarnation of Lorcan / Shore. And there's a little theory, kind of like the theory about, like, every Elder Scrolls protagonist is a Shezarene. I don't know how much it holds up, but I like that theory.
Except Morrowind.
Even then, it's not as if the Dunmer actually kind of respect Shore. Because they believe that Shore created Mundus as a kind of proving ground for souls.
But I mean, your character in Morrowind is referred to as the Nerevarine.
Right, but that's because he's a reincarnation of Induril Nerevar. I don't think that necessarily precludes the Nerevarine from being a Shezarene.
Okay.
Here you go. I'm trying Giga Chat Ulfric.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, and how about the fact that Pelennor Whitestrake fought a guy whose nickname was Lord of Copper and Tea?
I'm trying to remember what he did to him, because basically everything Pelennor does is fucking brutal.
Right. Let's see. Lord of Copper and Tea. Harrowmere of Copper and Tea, an Aelid.
It's fucking aliens, dude. The aliens are probably like...
He was challenged to a duel by Pelennor and defeated and killed by him at Sancrator.
That's probably where he screamed about Riemann. Because if I remember right, Riemann's dad had the weird vision where, Alicia left him to the hill on Sancretor, and then he fucked the hill until he died.
The
Elder
only,
Scrolls lore is weird.
the only knife here Pelennor couldn't kill was Umaril.
Yeah. He couldn't kill yet.
Do you know who I think is possibly the worst character in the whole franchise?
Do tell.
Who?
Delphine.
Yeah, fuck it.
I think everybody. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think anybody likes her.
Yeah. I think the only character people hate more than her is Nazim.
Even then, you hate Nazim because it's a meme. You hate Delphine because she tried to get you to kill your boy, Mario.
Actually, no, you hate Nazim because he's a heel and you're supposed to.
Yeah. You hate fucking... You hate Nazim, yeah, because he's a heel, and it's a joke, and it's funny.
Yeah.
You don't really hate him with any... You don't hate him with any real venom. He's just kind of rude to you when you walk by him.
Yeah.
Delphine tries to get you to kill your fucking homie.
Yeah, and Delphine is a character you're supposed to like.
Which makes the reactance even stronger.
What makes it worse is that I love the blades in Oblivion. That's
Oh,
why
yeah.
that. I keep wanting to say Belle Delphine, but
Listen, you're probably not too far off with that. I didn't look at Pelennor. I'm just winging it.
I mean, this looks I'm not seeing anything. It looks pretty close to me.
Fucking... You know, okay, I don't know if this is a hot take. You guys can tell me. I fucking hate the Skyrim Thieves Guild.
thank you.
Oh my god,
It
I'm
could
not
be
the
so-
only one.
I don't hate it, but it could be so much better. Like,
Let's compare it to Oblivion's, right? Oblivion's Thieves Guild kind of have some mystique to it. There's a little bit of a Robin Hood thing going on. They've got a code, and it's pretty interesting actually. Like, all things considered, it's like, yeah, they're thieves, but like, we're thieves, not murderers. We're not gonna kill anybody. We're trying not to kill anybody because we don't need that fucking heat on us. The Thieves Guild in Skyrim are just fucking thugs. Like, when I run into them, like, listen, if I wanted to just go around and... If I wanted to play somebody that goes around, like, shaking people down and killing people for terrible, horrible people, I could just play the Dark Brotherhood for that. We already have the Dark Brotherhood.
And it was also done better in Oblivion.
Oh, absolutely. The fucking Grey Fox questline is infinitely more interesting than whatever the fuck was happening in Skyrim.
I know.
Riften is also a fucking shithole, and the worst offense Skyrim has ever done to me, besides the mere Delphine, they only kinda think you might, maybe kill Parthenax. In Thieves Guild, they make you, force you to work for Maven Blackbriar. Fuck that! You can't even kill her, you can't even work to take her down! It sucks! I hate it! I hate it so damn much!
what about the Dark Brotherhood?
It's alright. I feel like having the cat being, like, spoilers for a fucking, 10 plus year old game?
15, I think, at this point.
Yeah, spoilers for a 15-year-old game, I guess. But, killing the fucking Emperor is a pretty impressive bow to tie on top of it. I just feel like it didn't quite have the same character it did in Oblivion, where it's kind of distinct and interesting. It's again like the Thieves Guild and Dark Brotherhood in Skyrim mostly come off as just like, oh, here's the asshole guild. Here's the guild to join if you want to be an asshole.
I think the word, this was something that kind of came into sharp focus when, I think on one of my later playthroughs of Skyrim, when I realized that because there was no class there was nothing stopping me from doing everything in the game.
Granted, there wasn't really anything stopping you in Oblivion either.
Well, I don't know. I mean, like, I feel that
Morrowind was way more restrictive on it. Because in order to climb ranks...
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like,
in order to climb ranks in the guilds in Morrowind, you had to have certain skill levels and attribute levels.
well, not just that. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't feel like you should have the ability to join every guild. Like, some of them should just be locked off to you, depending
Like,
on...
they should be mutually exclusive.
Like...
Because they shouldn't all be cool enough with each other that you can join all of them. Yeah, I kind of feel that.
Yeah, like, if I joined the Thieves Guild, I should not be able to join the Dark Brotherhood. But because the Thieves Guild before it had a code where, like, look, we're not here to murder shit people. That's the Dark Brotherhood's thing, and we're not about that. Yeah.
And we don't need that fucking smoke.
Well, not only
At
that...
least they used to be when they weren't fucking thugs working for Maven Blackbriar. God damn it, I'm still mad about that.
But not only that, it's like, if you can do everything in a single playthrough, what incentive do you have to do it again?
I mean, people seem to find one. But yeah, I understand that. I kind of like the idea of certain options being locked off to you for the first time around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, like, that's what puts in replayability, because you can do things you didn't get to do before. There's, like, outside of some, let's face it, some very, very light racism based on what race you pick.
Yeah, there's not much variety.
What makes one playthrough of Skyrim different from the other?
I mean, aside from your build, I guess.
Even then, I mean, like, the game almost pushes you to be, like...
Stealth Archer.
The game kind of nudges you into doing, like, everything.
Oh my lord. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. I mean, yes, it's a huge game. You're probably not gonna get everything, but if someone was dedicated enough, they could.
I think in some way, Skyrim was very, very much made with a single playthrough in mind.
I mean,
because it's like, think about it. A lot of it, the way it's sold is that it's sold to a more, like, for lack of a better way to describe it, more of a casual audience.
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, Indigo Gaming brings that up in his retrospective. Like, this is a game engineered to be a hit, and the only way you get a hit is if the general audience likes it.
Yep. It's a game that the general audience can experience in its entirety in one playthrough.
Yeah.
And I think it's meant to be that, and I guess I think it's not like a mistake. It's not a bug, it's a feature. It's how it's meant to be.
Mm-hmm.
And any problem you have with that would be a problem with its original vision, which honestly, yeah, I kind of agree with that. I agree with having a problem with that vision.
Yeah, I mean, like...
But then again, it's also kind of... Skyrim kind of sells itself on being really open-ended.
True.
Letting you do just almost whatever you want within the game.
Yeah, and I will concede. There is so much to do that unless you have advanced autism or hyperfixation or something that would push you to explore every nook and cranny in that game, the average person is not going to experience everything in one playthrough. There is always the possibility that you could boot up another playthrough of Skyrim and find things you missed in your last playthrough.
But having said that,
I'm drawn to
Never
Charles
really
Xavier meme,
locks
but
me
it's
up.
Uriel Septum.
What's up?
He's drawing Professor X as Uriel Septum.
These
The
are
remember Obama's last name
my
meme.
life. You are the one in my dreams.
Oh, Forrester came back in.
Hey, what's up?
We're still doing the thing. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, did you know that Patrick Stewart was in Oblivion?
He's asking you that, Forrester.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yep.
I've
He's
never
like the
played any
fir-
of these.
He's like the first voice you heard here in the game.
I have Skyrim. I've never opened the box.
It's in Oblivion.
Oh, that's in Oblivion. Game before Skyrim. I've seen you in my dreams.
I need to play it and then come back and do a stream as like probably the only first-time Skyrim player left in 2025. Because right now I am a complete Elder Scrolls virgin.
Wow.
Well,
You can do Skyrim. You can also do the Oblivion remaster. That's been popping off.
Yeah.
And you can basically start anywhere because it doesn't matter that much. Although, like, I think Skyrim has the broadest appeal and might be the easiest for somebody new to the franchise to grasp.
I thought it was a franchise.
It is.
Womp womp. I mean, it kind of is. They keep releasing new versions of it every other year.
So it's the same pain that I feel with GTA 5.
Pretty much.
Yeah, instead.
Because good lord, like Franklin and I have both aged in real time. Like last time they did an online update, Franklin is like old with a sore back and the dog is half dead. And it's like, yeah, Franklin, I feel you, buddy. This game, it's been too long now. It's like, holy crap, I'm going to be Michael's age before they finally drop the next one.
Oh, shit.
Here, I'm going to. Okay, to give you something to talk about, I'm going to take a screenshot of some of my doodles and I'm going to send it to you. Or I'll post them in the MythoDoodles channel. Never ask a Nord the race of his wife. Alright. Okay, guys, I actually got to dip out.
Okay.
All right.
I think we're.
Well, I think this may be a good stopping point anyway.
Yeah, that's actually a lot of good. We got a lot of good stuff in this. And I think it might be like Pokemon, where we've got too much for one video.
Oh yeah, we can definitely do it again.
We can do it
Maybe
again
after
after I
Forrester
played
plays
it.
the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Play some Skyrim, and then we'll do it again.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna save this so I'm gonna save you.
I am insufferably pleased with Pogoth.
You should be. In fact, you should save that to sell at conventions as a sticker or something.
You know what? I probably should make that a pin.
Okay, we will see you guys in the next MythoDoodles.
See ya.
Yep.
All right.